guys, so I'm back with another video, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the books that I read while I was pregnant. Actually, one of my subscribers asked me to do a video on books that I read while I was pregnant, and I only read 2 books and I watched one really good video, so I'm going to share those things with you today. First book that I read is this, Organized Mom, and this was a gift that I got from a friend in the early days of my pregnancy, and I would just sit and read through this book each day, a little at a time, and it's all about how to organize your, not just things for baby, but how to organize your home also, because to me, like, I'm a very organized, clean, kind of OCD type of person. I like everything to be in its place and organized. I like to know where everything is. So for me, I like the idea of not just organizing the nursery and preparing for baby, but also preparing my entire home for Priya's arrival. Like, it goes over closet organization and just organizing every area of your house so that when baby comes, you have one less thing to worry about. You don't have to worry about, you know, the fact that your house is unorganized or messy or you can't find anything, because when you're a new mom, like, that's the last thing you want to worry about. You just want to know where everything is. Your time, your energy, your patience is limited. You don't want to have to look around and search for things, and you just don't want to bring baby home to a messy house. So this book was really helpful, and I'm just going to go through just a couple of like the chapters and some of the parts of the book so that you know what you're going to get. So the book is broken up into 2 parts. I don't know if you can even read this, but it's part 1 is organizing your home, and she breaks it up into different parts of your house. So organizing your kitchen, nursery, bathroom, master bedroom, closets, every inch of your house. She's going to go through and give you tips on not only how to organize them, but how to maintain that organization once you've already cleaned the clutter, how to keep that going. And then part 2 is all about baby, organizing for baby's arrival. So she'll talk about organizing your suitcase for the hospital, organizing the homecoming, like when you bring baby home, baby proofing, and all that type of stuff. So all that's in here. Like, she even goes over floor plans for setting up your nursery. Like, if you're not good with design and how to set up a furniture plan, she even goes over that stuff in this book. So I found it to be really, really helpful. And then in the back of the book, she has like different charts. She has a meal plan chart. She has questions for the pediatrician, like if you're looking for a new pediatrician for your baby. She even has questions for finding a good obstetrician for yourself. Let's see what else is in here. She has cleaning charts, so semi-annual chart, things that you can clean semi-annually, or daily cleaning charts, annual cleaning charts, just ways to keep your home clean, clutter-free, and organized so that, again, you have one less thing to worry about when baby comes home. And bringing home a new baby, if you're a new mom, it's life-changing. You know, no aspect of your life is going to be the same, at least for me. Everything pretty much changed. My daily routine changed, everything changed. So I had to kind of figure out, you know, a new cleaning schedule and how to keep things more organized. And I'm not gonna lie, my house is not always spick and span. I think it's, you know, almost impossible when you have a little baby to keep everything spick and span. Parts of my house, I'm gonna be honest, parts of my house rarely get cleaned, especially those parts that no one ever sees. I try to keep the things clean that company is going to see. Those are my areas that I focus on daily. You know, my kitchen I clean daily, vacuuming, keeping the family room clean, the powder room downstairs. I really try to work on those things first, and then whatever time or energy I have left, then I come upstairs and I'll work on our bedroom, bathroom, things like that. But I try to maintain my downstairs area because I know people will see that. Upstairs, that's pretty much our spot, our area. So if it's not as tidy, I don't sweat it. It just, you know, it is what it is. But I love for my entire home to be spotless and spick and span. Sure, but it's just not realistic for me right now. But either way, go check this book out. I thought it was pretty helpful, especially if you're not that organized of a person. I think I'm pretty organized. Again, I have a little bit of OCD. My family and friends will tell you I got a little touch of it. I like things just to be in their place. I like everything to have their own place. So, but if you're not that kind of person, this book will probably be very helpful for you. Okay, the next book that I read is this book, The Confident Mom by Joyce Meyer. And this is for all my Christian ladies out there. And even if you're not a Christian, I think you would find this book to be very helpful. What I took from this book basically is that God has already given us everything that we need to be a confident mom and to be a good mom. He's already put everything inside of us that we need to provide for our babies. So you don't need to worry about things. You don't need to sweat things. Take it all to God and just know that He's given you everything that you need to be a great mom. You know, it's very anxiety provoking to bring home a new baby when, you know, you're a new mom, you've never had children, and maybe if you're like me, I think I've said this before, I had very little experience with children before I had Priya. I do have a brother who's 10 years younger than me, so you know, I helped out with him when he was a baby, but not much. I think I changed maybe 1 or 2 diapers. I can't ever really remember feeding him or anything like that. I pretty much just played with him and babysat him, you know, once he got a little bit older. But as far as like a newborn or, you know, a toddler, an infant, I had very little experience with that. So it is anxiety provoking to bring home a baby when you don't really know what you're doing, but this book was helpful for me because it just reassured me that everything that I need to be a great mom is already within me. God has given me this baby. He's blessed me with this baby. And with that, He's also blessed me with all the tools that I need to be a great mom. So check this book out by Joyce Meyer. This was also a gift from my very best friend, Kelly. Thanks, Kel. She gave me this book at my gender reveal party. And again, I would just, once I finished Priya's nursery, I would just sit in her little rocking chair before she came, and I would just read this book every day. I'd read a chapter until I finished it. And it's a great book. I really enjoyed it, so check it out. And the very last thing that my husband and I took a look at was The Happiest Baby on the Block. And you've probably heard of it. It's very, very popular. Happiest Baby on the Block. They also have Happiest Toddler on the Block, I believe. I'll be checking that one out soon. It does come in a book form, a DVD, and a CD. I didn't read the book. I actually just went to my library and requested the DVD. So I rented the DVD from the library for like a couple of weeks, and we watched it probably twice, I think. And I'm going to be honest, I think that was the most helpful, not book, because again, it was a video, the most helpful video, the most helpful piece of information for us. It gave us so many tips for how to get baby to sleep, how to get baby to stop crying, how to soothe her, and just things that you wouldn't even think of. Like, I'm not going to tell you what I learned. I want you to go and check it out for yourself. But there are some things in there that you might find to be a little strange, but trust me when I tell you, those things work. At least they worked for Priya. They worked for us. I'll give you one thing. One of the things, which is a very common thing that people do, but one of his tips, this is again, this book is by Dr. Karp. So one of his tips was swaddling. Something so simple, most people do it, but that was one of his tips in the book that he gave. Swaddle your baby. It's very soothing for them. It reminds them of being in the womb. And when we first brought Priya home, I didn't have those swaddle me things that have the Velcro. We were swaddling her with just a regular old swaddle blanket, or like the blanket that we got from the hospital. And this girl was like, she was just born strong and smart. So she could get her arms out of that thing with no problem, even as a newborn. So I had to go out, you know, in her early days. I think she might have been like a couple days old, and I had to run out to Babies R Us to go and get those swaddle me things that have the Velcro so that we could, you know, swaddle her more snugly. Is that a word? So that we could swaddle her tighter, basically. So that she couldn't get her arms out, because somehow this little girl could get her arms out no matter what we did. So anyway, that's one tip. That's the only one I'm going to give you. Go check it out. Your library probably has it. Mine didn't have it, but they were able to request it from another local library. So if your library doesn't have it, see if they can request it from another library. It's going to be so helpful. If you're pregnant and your baby's on the way, or even if you already have baby and you just need some extra tips for how to get your baby to sleep or just to stop crying, go and get this DVD or book, CD, whatever, by Dr. Karp, The Happiest Baby on the Block. By far, hands down, the most helpful thing that we could have done to prepare for Priya. So anyway, guys, that's it. Those are my 3 videos, books, or whatever that I read and took a look at to prepare for Priya's arrival. I hope you found this to be helpful, and remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.